Okay, much better. I'm back. How is everybody today? Welcome to episode 20 of the Immigrants Bridge Show with Attorney B. That's me. I'm really excited to see everyone tonight. We're going to have a great time just relaxing, unwinding. Probably had a tough week as I did. So tonight at our happy hour, make sure that you have your drink of choice ready. This is my tequila shot, nice and ready. And we're just going to chillax. This is kind of a more of a relaxed atmosphere. Whatever immigration questions you have, I will definitely answer those questions. Also, I am open for you guys asking questions about me, about my team, our firm, questions, maybe you're interested in what's my favorite food or, whatever it is. If there's something you want to know about me as a person, I am more than happy to answer that for you. Or if there's something you'd like to learn about the Bennett Law Center crew, who we are, I am happy to answer that as well. I am going to log into Facebook on my phone so that I can see who is on. So Miss Patty's on. Hey, Miss Patty. Miss Daphne's on. Arthur is on. I think Arthur is our number one fan. I love it. I love it. I love it. So, my favorite rule, and the only rule I have here, is that if you have joined us, go ahead and drop a hello in the comments so that I can see you. Sometimes Facebook moves so fast, I can't always see you. And I would definitely love to see who's on. Hey, Nieves, how are you? I miss you, mi bonita, mi amorcita. How is the family? Hello, Miss Carol. It's nice to see you. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. It's great to see everyone. Like I was saying, tonight is our happy hour. Tonight is when we unwind, relax a little bit. We'll talk some immigration law. And if you have any questions about me as a person, you just want to get to know me a little bit more, I am more than happy to answer those questions as well. If you'd like to learn more about the Bennett Law Center and the BLC Crew, my team, we can talk about that as well. So any questions, I am open to whatever you want to talk about. Go ahead and talk about it. Drop your questions in the box. No sé si hay personas que solamente habla español, pero bienvenidos. Welcome, Attorney Rachel. It's nice to see you. Hey, Juan, it's nice to see you. Miss Laura is on. Laura, it's nice to see you, mommy. Oh, look, Arthur. Arthur said he is excited, ready to cheer for the weekend. He has his Grey Goose. I think he's been drinking that Grey Goose just as long as I've been drinking my tequila. So this is my drink, my favorite drink, tequila. It is keto friendly, so I can have one shot and I'm fine. It won't mess up my keto. So I have it in my nice little Mexican cup here, and I had kind of a rough week this week. So it will be well served, put it that way. Hey, Diane, it's nice to see you. Welcome, welcome. Hey, Miss Pauline, it's nice to see you. Thank you for joining in again. Hola, Alejandra, bienvenidos. Y felicidades, tenemos buenas noticias por ti. It's nice to see everyone. Hey, Attorney Jay, nice to see you. Attorney Jay representing Team Shield in the Orlando office. So remember, today is happy hour. So we're gonna really just be more relaxed atmosphere. So whatever questions you have, if you have a personal question you want to ask me, want to learn a little bit more about my background, how I grew up, all those things, you're more than welcome to ask. Please ask those questions in the comments. If you have questions about the BLC crew, my amazing team, go ahead and ask those questions as well. And then if you have any immigration questions, go ahead and ask. So, bienvenidos a la gente que solamente habla español. Eso es otro episodio es número 20 actualmente de la programa que se llama Puente de los Inmigrantes. So, hoy es la hora feliz. So, poquito más relajado, solamente vamos a hablar. Si hay noticias de inmigración, yo voy a decir. Si ustedes tienen cualquier pregunta, ponerlos en los comentarios aquí, so yo puedo dar una respuesta. También porque es más relajado, si ustedes quieren conocer más a mí, como qué tipo de persona estoy o soy, y también lo mismo por mi equipo, el the BLC Crew, dígame, cualquier pregunta tienen, estoy disponible, okay? So who has a first question? What would you like to know? If you're here on my team, if there are any questions that you want me to ask or answer for you, I can do that too. Let me clear our screen here. I think I still had Miss Andrea's thing on there. Let me take it out from yesterday. How many were on the program last night? Raise your hand if you were on the program last night. How amazing was that? I am still thinking about what Miss Andrea said about how immigrants don't really process stress and trauma. We think it's a normal part of the struggle. So a lot of times mental health concerns never get addressed in our community. That really stuck out to me because we're used to fighting for everything, right? And we don't acknowledge trauma as it occurs. Lo que estoy diciendo que ¿quién fue en la programa ayer con la señora Estrella? Ella hace un buen trabajo explicando el salud mental, especialmente en los comunitarios de inmigrantes. Y una de las cosas que, wow, me interesa mucho es que ella explica que como inmigrantes, que como estrés y trauma es como parte normal por nosotros, pero no es normal por otra persona. Pensamos que el trauma es simplemente parte del pelea para hacer adelante, pero no es. So, por esa razón, hay mucha gente en la comunidad de inmigrantes que tiene problemas mental, pero no hace nada porque pensaba que es normal. So, I just thought that was such a great point that, we really, as immigrants, brown people, really need to take better care of our mental health. So I do see a few new people. Hey, Attorney Shelley, nice to see you. Leo is here. Miss Charlotte is here. Sefton is here. Nice to see you guys. Sean. Hey, Sean, how are you? Long time no see. So we do have a few questions here. Arthur is asking, Attorney B, how old were you when you came to the United States? Él quiere saber cuántos años de edad yo tenía cuando entré los Estados Unidos de Jamaica. So I'm from Jamaica, the most beautiful island in the Caribbean. And yes, I'm biased. But I came here when I was 9 years old. 9 years old. So I am 25 years old. So I guess I've only been in the United States for about 16 years. Hey, Miss Yessie. Hey, Miss Judith. So él quería saber cuánto año tenía cuando entré a los Estados Unidos. So yo tenía 9 años. 9 años de Jamaica y ir inmediatamente al Bronx en Nueva York. Y porque solamente tengo 25 años, yo tengo como 16 años aquí en los Estados Unidos. Hola, Miss Dawn. It's nice to see you. Sefton, are you questioning my age, sir? I am 25 plus tax. Okay, Hunty. So are you challenging my 25 years of age? You see, I'm 25 and all, so don't give me no trouble on the show, okay? Pero que entiendo que el señor Sefton no cree que yo tengo solamente 25 años. Okay, what other questions do you guys have for me? Do you have any immigration questions? Oh, Diane. Hey, Diane. Diane has a question. Why why did I choose immigration law? Oh, hmm. Why did I choose immigration law? Well, that's kind of a long story. La pregunta es por qué yo quería practicar la ley de inmigración. Una historia poquito largo, pero yo voy a decir. Well, first of all, I am an immigrant myself, and I've always come in contact with filling out immigration paperwork, and I did citizenship for me and my mom back. I think I was about 17 or something, 17 or 18 years old. And, just being familiar with the immigration process, it was always something that was of interest to me. And then in 2000, when I got married to my husband, he had significant immigration issues because of overstaying his visa. So he came here on an entertainment visa. And I guess after he met me, he didn't really want to leave. So, in any case, we spent the next 10 years fighting with immigration. So, between the year 2000 and 2010, when he was granted his green card, we really fought immigration. So, being in that struggle, paying over $30,000 to attorneys. We worked with several attorneys, the last of which told us we only had less than 1% chance of winning, but we ended up winning the case by the grace of God. I have to say that was a true miracle. But during that time, even though I was very comfortable working in corporate America, I decided that the experience that we had working with different immigration attorneys, except for the last one, was very unpleasant. And I could see how immigrants got taken advantage of, and I wanted to do something to help. So actually, in 2008, I quit my job and decided to go back to law school full time. And I guess 11 years later, here I am, or 12 years. I can't count. Yeah, 12 years later, here I am. So that's really why I got into immigration law first, because I'm an immigrant. I understand the immigrant experience. But secondly, because of our personal experience going through the process, facing deportation, I decided it's something that I wanted to commit my life to. So that other people didn't have the negative experiences that we had. That was a really long answer, but I'm going to try to say that in Spanish. Hey, Kristen, that's my BFF in Ohio. Nice to see you. Hey, Gay, nice to see you. A great question. Hey, Aníbal Martínez, nice to see you. So, la respuesta en español, Heriberto Brito está aquí. Hola, Heriberto. It's nice to see you. So la pregunta es por qué yo quería ser abogada de inmigración específicamente. So la razón es porque soy inmigrante, soy de Jamaica. So, eso es parte de mi experiencia aquí en los Estados Unidos. Y yo tenía experiencia completando mi aplicación por ciudadanía y por mi mamá y cosas así. So, estaba familiar, I was familiar with, estaba familiar con el proceso de inmigración, pero en el año 2000, cuando Me matriculé de la universidad que se llama Georgetown en Washington, D.C. Me casé con mi esposo. Mi esposo entré con visa de, visa de música, visa de música. Y imagino que porque estamos juntos, él no quería regresar a Jamaica. So, porque él quedar más tiempo que tenía en la visa, él tenía muchos problemas de inmigración. So, por como 10 años, entre el año 2000 y el año 2010, estamos peleando con inmigración para que ellos no deportan a él a Jamaica. So, eso por mí es algo muy personal. Sufrí mucho, pagamos mucho, como $30,000. Tenemos 3 abogados y no tenemos buena relación con ellos. El último nos dijo que tenemos menos de un porcentaje a ganar el caso en frente del juez en Orlando actualmente, pero él fue excelente abogado y gracias a Dios, con el sangre de Dios, con el espíritu de Dios, ganamos ese caso en frente del juez en Orlando en 2010. So, eso es personal a mí. Yo entiendo los sentimientos de mis clientes porque estaba en la misma lugar como ellos, cuando no puede dormir en la noche porque está pensando qué va a pasar si es deporta a mi esposo. So, yo entiendo, mi corazón estaba corriendo, tenía ansiedad, muchas cosas. So, yo entiendo la experiencia de personas que son indocumentados. So, es algo muy personal a mí y por esa razón yo quería cuidar a la gente en una manera que demostrar que yo entiendo la situación y yo quiero ayudar. So, esa es la razón que soy abogada de inmigración. Hey, Charlie. Happy birthday, buddy. I miss you. It's great to see you. Tell Jackie to check her text. I have a referral for her. And I can't wait till we're cruising again together, buddy. This year is definitely out, but it's nice to see you. Happy birthday. Hey, Tamika, nice to see you. My aunt, Miss Charmaine, is here. Friend of mine and awesome attorney in New York, Ryan, is here. Ariadna is here. Indira, nice to see you. Another immigration attorney. Great to see you guys. Thank you so much for the support. Hey, Lucia, nice to see you. So that was a little bit of my story. I mean, definitely have skin in the game. And it's just interesting how God works everything out for his good and for our good and his glory. The truth of the matter is that I was very comfortable in my job in corporate America. My career was really heading in the right direction. I made great money. And I was doing things in my career that was wonderful, but that was not the plan that God had for my life. And God knows that my head is tough. So it's almost like he had to allow a situation to happen to me that would shake me out of my comfort zone to really do what he has called me to do. So for me, I'm glad that I have God in my life because he's the one who directs my steps. I have ideas of what I want to do, but at the end of the day, I am so grateful that it's God's plans for my life that's going to prevail. And because if that didn't happen to my husband, maybe I would have never been a lawyer. Maybe it would have been a thought in my mind. But having gone through that situation, it really allowed me to, number one, move from Washington, D.C. that I loved. We just bought a house and I had to come to Florida quit my job, had no income, go to law school, no gas, very, very humbling experience. But that's how God works, because he knew lots of people out there would benefit from my experience. And so I am grateful for the pain, because the pain is always worth it. You, my clients, my friends, you are worth it. And I'm glad that I was able to kind of go through that with the help of God and to be where we are today. It's a great question. So estaba diciendo que, estaba cómodo en mi carrera. Yo estaba ganando dinero muy bien en América Corporal. En mi trabajo, todo estaba bien, estaba cómodo. Pero si eso no pasa a mi esposo, quizás yo quería en el otro trabajo y yo no comienza mi estudios de la ley de inmigración. So, cada día yo dar gracias al Señor, porque los planes de Él va a pasar. No es de mí, no es mi planes. El plan es para mi vida del Señor va a pasar. Y cada día yo dar gracias por el dolor durante esos 10 años, porque fue un tiempo de mi vida muy doloroso. Pero gracias por eso, porque por esa experiencia yo puedo ayudar a la gente con un corazón muy fuerte, porque yo voy a pelear en todos los casos el mejor que yo puedo. So, hey, Auralia, nice to see you. Hey, Miss Olive, nice to see you. Welcome all the way from South Carolina. Hey, Miss Maria, nice to see you. Today, we're just talking. It's happy hour. We've all had a long week. I don't even know if y'all want to talk about immigration, but here tonight, we're just hanging out. I've opened it up. Ask me whatever question. If you have a personal question, you want to know, why do I change my hair all the time? Whatever question you have, just ask in the comments. I am more than happy to answer. If you want to ask any questions about the BLC crew, my amazing team, ask any questions. Nothing's off limit. And I will answer as best as I can. Hey, Neil, it's nice to see you. Thank you for tuning in again. I do see one question here. Someone is asking about a 601A waiver, that it has been accepted. I'm assuming that means it's pending, it's in process. What can we expect from here? So a 601 waiver waives the unlawful presence of someone who came here, whether they came here undocumented. That's the general rule of thumb. You came here undocumented and you've been here for a certain amount of time, accruing unlawful presence. So now the waiver has been filed. Where do we go from here? So once your waiver has been filed, you're waiting for an approval. Once you get the approval, then you need to finish out the consular processing portion of your case, meaning working with NVC, and then they'll give you an immigrant visa interview in your home country. At the Bennett Law Center, we work with hundreds of clients from Mexico. And so, for example, if this is a person from Mexico, then you are able to go to Mexico for your final interview and then re-enter the United States lawfully with your immigrant visa and receive your green card. So you're pretty close to the end of the process. Ashley, I would love for you to join in. Do you still have the app? Let me send you the guest link so that you can come in and share your story. So Ashley just made a post. Ashley was one of my very, very first clients back in 2012. And I would love for her to share her experience working with us at the Bennett Law Center and talk about, when I met you, what was the situation like, and how did getting your husband's green card basically change you guys' life? Miss Dawn was Ashley's paralegal, and she's saying hi. So, Ashley, let's see if you can tune in. So, estamos esperando por un testimonio de uno de mis clientes favoritos. Se llama Ashley y Jorge. Ellos quieren compartir la experiencia de ir de no tiene papeles hasta ahora que tiene ciudadanía en como 6 años, poquito menos de 6 años. Actualmente en 5 años. So, eso un caso muy bien. So, Ashley va a ir en la programa. Estamos esperando a ella. So, en español también, por la pregunta. Oh, actually, aquí está. Permítame ver. Ashley, are you in the car? We can't hear you. No podemos oír. Can't hear. Hang in there, guys. We're getting set up. Turn up your phone. We can't hear. Nope. She's trying to get it together, guys. Just hang in here. You definitely want to hear this story. This is such a feel-good story. Hey, Miss Angeline, it's nice to see you. So Ashley is trying to get set up. So while Ashley is getting set up, I am going to give that answer about the 601 waiver very briefly in Spanish. So tenía una pregunta sobre el perdón 601A. La pregunta es, si tiene un perdón pendiente, ¿qué va a pasar en el final del proceso o qué el próximo cosa? So, estoy diciendo que con casos de los perdones, cuando usted manda su perdón, es simplemente esperando la decisión de inmigración. So, por ejemplo, si el caso está aprobado, entonces puede ir adelante con la programa, con el proceso. Y el proceso final, después de la aprobación del perdón, es para trabajar con el consulado para la visa de inmigrante, la entrevista. ¿Okay? Cuando tiene la entrevista en el otro país, la mayoría de mis clientes tienen citas en Ciudad Juárez, en México. La mayoría de ellos ir a la cita final después de la aprobación del perdón. Y cuando ello está aprobado en su país, puede entrar con la visa de inmigrante y obtener sus residencias. So Ashley is back. So I'm adding her to our screen. Okay, Ashley, we see you. Well, we see something. I think her husband's driving. We can't hear you though. Arlines, hola bonita, ¿cómo está? Rosa, mucho gusto, nice to see you. Ellie, great to see you all the way from Jersey up north. Olea, nice to see you. Hey, Miss Christine, how are you doing? Okay, Ashley, can you hear me? Ashley, there you are. We still can't hear you though. Hang in here, guys. I really want you to hear this story and then we can have our toast and wrap up. But technical issues is just something. Let's see if we can get her sound. She's trying. We can't hear you. Is your phone on mute? Check your phone. Turn it up. Let's see if it'll work. Okay, it looks like she went back in the car. She's going to try it again. Because I really, really want you to hear this story. Hey, Antonio, it's nice to see you. Congratulations, felicidades en su buenas noticias hoy. We had some wonderful mail and wonderful news today. I hope. Actually, does anyone else want to test this out to see if it's actually working? So let me drop. Oh, Ashley, Miss Yesenia is saying you have to unmute it on the app. So when you're in the app, you can unmute it. If someone else wants to do a test, so I make sure nothing's wrong on my end, that would be great. I just sent the link again. If you want to come on the screen with me, download the app, Be Live. Let me type that in. And then once you have to first download the app and then click on the link. The nice thing is starting next week, you won't have to download the app at all. You just have to click on the link. So I did communicate that with Be Live TV and they're working on it. So next week, it'll be so much easier for you to get on the program. So let's see if she comes back on. Anyone from the BLC crew want to get on and introduce yourselves? So while we're waiting for Ashley, let me tell you a little bit about the Bennett Law Center. We were established on November 11th, 2011. If you know anything about me, you know I love numbers. So 2011, 11, 11, 11. That's my number. Okay, Ashley's back. Let's see if it works this time.
Can you hear me?
I hear sound. Yes.
Okay. I think we just were somewhere that we didn't have a lot of signal. So.
Okay, well, it's nice to see you. How are you?
We're doing good.
Good. So, Ashley, remind me, do you speak any Spanish at all?
Yeah. I can speak a little bit of Spanish. Fun.
Okay, so you know how we're going to do it. We're going to have to do a little bit in English and a little bit in Spanish.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, Yessie's also coming on. I think she's going to be with us to do a test. Yessie? Hey, Yessie. I think she's trying to figure it out too. Can't hear you. It's okay. I think next week it will be so much better because they are working on the app. But anyway, we have lots of people and they want to hear your story. So Ashley, when did you first come to the Bennett Law Center? ¿Cuándo fue la primera vez que ir a la oficina del Bennett Law Center?
In 2014.
In 2014?
Yeah, I think it was
2014?
maybe at the end of 2013.
Okay. Y why did you come to the office? ¿Por qué ir a la oficina?
Well, we had come to the office because I was under the assumption that I couldn't fix my husband's papers, and I had actually took in somebody else to have a consultation with you guys, and I asked you while I was there, if it was possible for me to fix my husband's past, and you told me our process.
So ahora en español.
You want me to say that in Spanish too?
Yes.
Okay. Yo fui a la oficina la primera vez como fines de 2013 y yo fui porque llevé una persona para la consultación con la abogada Bridget. Y cuando yo estaba ahí, yo le pregunté porque yo había estado casada antes y la gente me habían dicho que yo no podía arreglar mi esposo porque yo le había arreglado a alguien en el pasado. Y cuando yo estaba ahí en la consultación, yo pregunté a Bridget si podía arreglar mi esposo y me dijo que sí. Entonces, yo, como un mes después que casemos, yo fui con Bridget para empezar el proceso para aplicar a mi marido.
Okay, so we did the 601A waiver process for you. How long did that process take for you? Hacemos el proceso del perdón por Ashley Jorge. So, ¿cuánto tiempo tarda eso?
Bueno, en 2014 fue menos de un año, porque en como el 5 de mayo me habían aprobado mi perdón de 2014, ¿verdad? 2014, eso fue como 6 meses. Mi caso fue muy rápido. Actualmente fue más rápido que otras personas. My case took 6 months to get my pardon approved, and it got approved around May 5th. We got the notification, and I had my appointment in August of 2014. So it was less than a year.
Yeah, I think your case in total took probably around a year, but I have to say that the reason it went so fast was because Ashley was on point. Ashley, every document that we needed, if I said, Ashley, we needed this, it would be at the office the same day or the next day. So Ashley, as a client, was very cooperative. She was very organized and she was on top of her stuff. So estoy diciendo que, you know, el caso de ella fue tan rápido con el perdón porque Ashley fue muy cooperativo con nosotros. Si necesitamos un documento, ella traiga el mismo día o próximo día. Ella no tarda tiempo, oh, no tengo, yo tengo que buscar. Ella fue muy organizado. So, el proceso por ella y Jorge fue muy, muy rápido. So, ¿y cómo fue cuando ustedes ir a México, a Ciudad Juárez para la entrevista? How was it for you? So it's kind of scary, right? Because you've heard all the nightmares and the bad stories of people getting stuck over there. What was your experience like going through the interview and coming back? At one point, I thought y'all wasn't coming back. You were having so much fun.
Yeah.
So yo quiero que ella explique la experiencia. Algunas veces tiene miedo a salir del país porque no está segura si puede entrar otra vez. So, Ashley va a explicar.
Okay, well, we went in August. Our appointment was at the end of August, and we only went a couple of days ahead of time. And right before we went, something had happened at the consulate, and it was taking people a long time to get their package back for them to cross the border. So I was really nervous that we were going to get there and something was going to happen and we weren't going to be able to come back. So anyways, we planned to pick up our package in my husband's hometown, and we got on a plane, and 2 days later our package had arrived in his hometown, which is at the other side of Mexico, almost on the border of Guatemala. So it almost got there before we did. But we went because he hadn't seen his mom in 14 years. So we went, stayed 2 weeks with his mom. And while we were there, all we could think about is citizenship and how we were going to bring his mom here, because to bring a parent here, you have to be a citizen. So that was our goal from the day he got his residency. So a mí me dio mucho miedo ir para allá porque yo pensé que iba a haber un problema entregar el paquete para cruzar la frontera y que íbamos a tardar para allá y cómo vamos a hacer planes con los aviones y todo eso, qué va a pasar. Pero realmente fue muy rápido. Fuimos 2 semanas con su mamá de mi marido. No había visto a su mamá en 14 años. Y 2 días que llegamos a Campeche, llegó la paquete con la visa para pasar la frontera. Y en este momento empezamos a pensar en cómo vamos a hacer la ciudadanía. El primer día que podía arreglar su ciudadanía, quisimos arreglar su ciudadanía por tener la oportunidad de traer a su mamá para acá.
Yeah, you know, Ashley is just one of those people that is very, very much on top of her stuff. So, what year was it that he actually got the green card in August?
Was it 2015 or 2014?
It had to have been maybe
It was 15.
2000. So, 2015. So, let me give
And we also crossed the border on Mexican Independence Day. So that's the date that's on his permanent resident card when he had one, because now he's a citizen.
Oh, that's so cool. So, Jorge got his green card in August of 2015. Because he is married to a United States citizen, he doesn't have to wait the 5 years. He can wait, he only needed to wait 3 years. So 3 years later, Ashley said, Miss Bennett, it's time for citizenship. And so we started that process. So let me say that and then we'll get into it. So por Jorge, él arregló, él tenía la residencia desde el Día de Independencia de México en 2015. Y después de eso, él tenía un goal. Él quería traiga a la mamá. Solamente puede traiga su mamá aquí es para tener ciudadanía. La señora Ashley, como muy organizado, en como exactamente 3 años, ella me da una llamada, abogada, ya es el tiempo por Jorge, okay? So 3 years later, in 2018, Ashley contacted us to do citizenship, right? And how long did it take for the citizenship process?
That took about 8 to 9 months, I believe. I kept on checking and studying, and it took about 8 or 9 months for him to get his appointment for his test.
And he studied so much, and he passed.
Yeah, he passed on the first time. Woohoo!
Woohoo! Everyone, please give congratulations to Jorge. Él estudia mucho, el proceso tarda como 8 a 9 meses, pero él pasa el examen el primera vez. So, felicidades a Jorge para obtener residencia en 2019. So,
Yeah.
como 3 años, él ir desde no tiene ningún papeles a tener residencia y tener ciudadanía en 2019. So Jorge actually went from being undocumented in 2014 when we started to receiving, or 2013 maybe, to receiving his green card in 2018. And by 2015, he received the green card. By 3 years later, in 2018, he applied for citizenship. It took about less than a year, but in 2019, he became a United States citizen. So that is a very beautiful journey.
Yes.
And then what happened next? ¿Qué pasa después?
When he got his citizenship, it was March of 2019. We went like 2 weeks after he got his citizenship. We went to pick up his mom in May and bring her here on a tourist visa that we had gotten her. And in September 12th of 2019, we applied for his mom's residency here. And Tuesday, we got the notification that she was approved for her permanent residency here. So now
without an interview.
Without an interview. Exactly.
Yeah, Ashley found out even before I did.
I was checking 2 or 3 times a day. I will not lie. I am a little bit.
So, explica eso en español.
Okay, le dieron la naturalización a Jorge su ciudadanía en marzo. Hizo su examen, pasó, y de 2019. Y en mayo fuimos a traer su mamá de Campeche, México. Lo traímos con un visa de turista. Y el 12 de septiembre de 2019 fuimos con abogada Bene y ella hizo la aplicación para arreglar la residencia a mi suegra. Martes, el 6 de mayo, recibí la notificación que habían aprobado su residencia. Ella no tocó entrevista ni nada y ya es residente de acá.
Woohoo! So I wanted to highlight, I'm so glad Ashley came on because, Ashley and George are perfect examples of if you don't give up, if you have your goals, you get correct advice, you are able to go through the process. So I am so happy for you. I was like almost in tears when you sent me the notification that Miss Andrea has been approved. So eso es un gran beneficio, un gran alegra que yo tengo que ahora la señora Andrea está arreglado sin entrevista, menos de un año. Y recuerda, Jorge no ha visto a la mamá antes de tener residencia por 14 años. So, imagino una vida que no puede ver su mami. Y ahora ella está con él y Ashley. So imagine, Jorge hadn't seen his mom for 14 years before he got his green card. And now he is able to petition for her and she is here with him now. So that is, reunifying the family and what a beautiful thing that is. So why did you choose us? You kept coming back and back and back. Tell us what's the experience like working with crazy people like us?
Well, I think it was because I had a lot of people that recommended me to you. Of course, Kristen, she was my best friend. She told me, I should go with you. And I had taken a bunch of consultations to you. And I just like the fact that every time I talked to you and the people from your office, I mean, even when I was upset, y'all would tell me, have faith, God's going to get us through this. It's taking a year or this long, but we're going to get it ahead of time, and I just like that when you take a case, you always have the faith, that even sometimes other people tell you we can't take this case or something, you had the faith in it that it would go through. And that's basically what moved me towards using you guys. So.
Well, thank you. We appreciate that. Y ahora en español.
Yo digo que la razón que fui y decidí usar la abogada Bennett era porque yo tenía muchas personas que me lo recomendaron con ella y unas mis amigas fue su primer cliente. Ella me dijo, ¿por qué no hablas con abogada Bennett? Y otra cosa, cada persona que yo llevaba por las consultaciones, porque yo doy raite a la gente que no puede manejar, ahí yo le preguntaba cosas y a veces yo estaba agüitada, sentía mal de las cosas y ella me dijo, tenga fe, que Dios mueva montañas, y yo sabía que ella tenía la fe que a veces yo me faltaba y eso me movió a decidir usar la Bennett Law Firm.
Well, thank you for saying that. The faith that we have at BLC, it definitely, I'm glad it comes through. So I wasn't sure what you were going to say as to why you kept using our services. I thought it was because we were fun, but that's just a perk, right?
Right.
But it's kind of interesting to hear that it's the faith.
I want to say one thing. I know when you're going and you're doing the hardship papers, and I had Miss Dawn, and Miss Dawn was so thorough that one time, I had my letter and I had it ready, and I was so frustrated, But in the end, when you're approved and you look back, you think, I appreciate that I had somebody that was so thorough. It might make you cry. I think I even cried in her office that one day and quit. But, in the end, when you have it, you look back and you think, oh, I thank goodness I have that person that's so firm. And that's the way your office is, y'all don't, there's a lot of lawyers out there. I talk to a lot of Hispanic people that have been deported or going through deportation because they got with lawyers that just tell them, we can fix your case, when they can't. And they know they can't. And with you guys, I know sometimes there's things that happen, but y'all don't intentionally tell somebody you can help them fix their papers and then turn around and them just be deported or something, knowing that that was going to happen in the beginning. And you can't find that a lot out there.
Well, we appreciate it. And we really appreciate people like you, that we can not just help, fix papers or whatever, but, you guys are part of the crew. You're part of the family. It's nice to be connected and to see where we started from back in 2013 to see where you guys are now. There's nothing that makes us as the BLC crew happier. And you're like one of our prime examples of just going through the process. And yeah, a lot of people cry in our office. There's a lot of tears because it's hard.
Yeah, it is frustrating.
It's hard. But like you said, if you keep the faith, and knowing that we're trying to be thorough. Yeah, Miss Dawn is a great writer. And if you don't got your stuff together, she's going to tell you, you need to rewrite it.
And Miss April's great too. I'm not saying she's not, because me and hers had some little things too. And she's very thorough, and she'll tell me sometimes, you have to stop and listen to me.
That sounds like Miss Avril. I don't know if she's on, but I will definitely give her a shout out and tell her that you said hello.
Okay. Thank you, Miss Bridget.
Thank you, Miss Ashley, for joining us. It's great to see you, and hopefully we'll see you in person soon.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Take care. So, eso es la programa hoy. I'm so thankful that Ashley jumped on, and this was not planned. But because, her mother-in-law just got her green card approved, we're so happy. So she wanted to share that information, and she's been a client with us since the end of 2013. And to see her husband go from undocumented to getting his residency, to becoming a citizen, and then being able to reunite with his mom and bring her here. It's just such a beautiful story. So I hope that is inspiring to you. If maybe you've thought this whole thing isn't even possible at all, maybe it is. But if it's not, I'm going to tell you, and you know it. If I can help, or if our office can help, I will tell you. If our office cannot help, I will tell you. So, I am very grateful for the people that we've encountered, and it's just wonderful to see the lives of the people in our communities change. So, estoy diciendo que una historia bonita con Ashley y Jorge, que cuando conocemos en el fin de 2013, él no tenía nada, él no tenía ningún papel, él no tenía esperanza que él puede arreglar, pero ahora es un buen sentimiento para ver, una persona que no tenía ningún documento a una persona que cambia, que tiene residencia y después tiene ciudadanía y después puede ayudar a la mamá. Wow, eso es una historia que me alegra mucho. So, estoy muy agradecido a personas como Ashley y Jorge, que está compartiendo su fe, su experiencia de trabajar con el equipo del Bennett Law. Es muy bonita y es en mi corazón. So, thank you guys for just being such a special part of the Bennett Law Center. The reason why I call us the crew, the Bennett Law Center crew, is because a lot of times when people hear about lawyers, they think this stuffy person in a suit, someone you can't talk to and can't relate to. That is not who we are at the Bennett Law Center. I want you all as my clients to be part of the crew, to really know the people that you're working with, because these aren't just cases where we're just, on the computer, typing, writing, and putting things together. These are your lives. We get emotionally involved. And so it's nice when you know who you're in an emotional relationship with, right? And some of y'all are crazy. Sometimes we're crazy too. But I wanted the Bennett Law Center to be an atmosphere where we work together for a common goal, but at the same time, that everyone feels like we're in the fight together. So I love my team. I love my Bennett Law Center team. I'm not half a hallelujah without them. And so for all of my team members that are here on tonight, taking time out of your Fridays, listening, I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. You guys are truly the best. And I really appreciate it. You guys truly are the wind beneath my wings. And you enable me to fly. So with that said, I hope you have your drinks ready. Yay, nay? Oh, look, Miss Patty has a testimony as well. She just typed in the comments, Attorney B and paralegal Michelle helped in a big accomplishment in my husband's life. And now I'm a part of the BLC crew and helping to change lives. So, we had a position open, and I asked my staff, I asked my team, I said, hey, do you guys know anyone that we can train and teach how to do what we do? And immediately, one of our senior paralegals, Michelle, says, Miss Patricia, and brought her in. And Patricia has been with us just doing such great work. She's had the experience herself, having gone through our office. And it's such a blessing to see now her not only seeing how her husband's life has changed, how her family has changed, but now she's able to help other families have the same experience. So with all that said, cheers and God bless you. I love you all. And I can't wait to see you next week. Same time, same place, 7:00, Immigrants Bridge Show, where we'll be discussing a variety of immigration topics, and maybe I'll have some special guests, and we'll do it all again. Cheers. Woo! That was good. That was good. All right, y'all. Cuídate. Dios te bendiga. Nos vemos la semana que viene, misma vez, misma lugar, a las 7 de la noche. Vamos a hablar sobre los asuntos de inmigración. Cualquiera está en su mente. Gracias por sus tiempos. Cuida mucho y Dios te bendiga. Bye, everyone.